feel like I'm in the movie Cocktails for Tom Cruise.
Yeah. Thank you.
Maybe there's that. You did a couple of
Oh my god.
Thank you.
It's got a bit long of an intro on it.
dkgWELP.
It's a whole nother minute on this track, which is going to cut out Kaz if he tries to talk. So, goodbye, Sam Noise. Stay frosty, Kaz. It's not the end of the show, it's the beginning. Could you try saying something?
that fucking awkward ass fucking finger gun at the end of that.
I don't know what you think is awkward about that. I feel like I have made that face and sideways gun plenty of times on the internet. Maybe there might be some kind of quote or saying that goes along with it about being frosty, if you will.
Yeah.
Check the archives, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, man. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. I know it is basketball season, and that is actually more exciting. But if you are here, thank you so much for being here. This is dkgWELP, the Drunk Kids Gaming Podcast. It is a landscape in which me and my friend Curly take you on an adventure through the internet. Ooh. Ooh.
We can make baskets here just as much as they can on the old NBA finals.
What teams are in the finals?
Okay. My mind is going, name a basketball team. Not the Bears. I know, Pistons. Gabby mentioned the Pistons exist. Or, because it was making fun of the Gears in the Detroit game we're playing. The Pistons versus the Jazz.
I don't think that final has existed since 1993. No, 84 probably, since the Pistons and the Jazz were in an NBA final together. Jesus Christ.
The Jazz are a team, though.
The Jazz are a team and the Pistons are a team, yes, but those are nowhere near. The Jazz maybe, but nowhere near being in the NBA finals.
Listen, kids, this is going to get you through a lot of things in life. Appreciate the points you can get, okay? Don't worry about the rest of them. Go for the ones you can't. Easy points, the easy layups, okay? I got the names of two basketball teams. That's all I wanted. That means I'm a victor at this point. This is what would happen if Kaz ever did any trivia against me, is we would just be fucked. Every one of those letters is its own word. It's good times. But yeah.
Good times.
I completely forgotten how much the intro you actually got through. Did you say what show this is? Did you say what episode it was?
I did.
Okay, cool.
So, no, actually, I want to let people know out there. So, as we have decided, if you set your dial, this would normally be episode 100. But no indeed, no in factorino, this is episode 1. What? So, we decided we're going to go ahead and volume 2 it. Everybody seemed to like that idea. Everybody seemed to want that idea. So, not season 2, episode 2. No, motherfucker. This is volume 2, episode 1.
Well, I mean, there may be legit reasons why some of the live chat is currently saying season 2, episode 2, because I may have kind of gone with the season 1, episode 1 naming for the other file, but maybe I could change that.
Volume 2, episode 2. No, volume 2, episode 2. Perfectly fine.
Last episode was plenty of an episode. I knighted it, Sir Episode Un, even as a beta. Now we're gonna be the show that never reaches triple digits. It was just never in the plan, Doc, to reach triple digits. So We'll keep it like that. 99 episodes a season, guys. Eat your heart out, Kevin Bacon.
So I don't know. I figured we'd come here, we share some memes, we'd have some fun, which is now why I want you to go to this second thing I put in the doc for you to share. There's a YouTube video in there.
Oh God, almost work on my side.
This has been making its rounds around the internet in GIF form, on the Twitters, on the Twatters, on the Hammond plotters.
This YouTube video?
Yeah, the YouTube video.
So pro tip, you know when you set your YouTube to 144p because your bandwidth caps suck and then you're trying to do a show about internet quality, it looks like a fuzzy asshole when you start your video at 144p. One moment, please. For the audio listeners, just enjoy this again.
Don't look behind the curtain. Don't worry if you were hearing that and then you stopped hearing that. Somebody got demonetized in the middle of that. So they had to
Oh,
make
shit. All right, Hermione getting down. That was the point of that? I mean, I think the funny story of that is the demonetization block in the center of it. They give you this option from a guy who creates videos on the fly. There's this option you have. It's like, well, your video's been blocked in all countries. What do you want to do about it? And you're like, yeah, I could re-upload it, fix it, add some other tracks. Or I could hit this button that just says remove audio, and it would go back up. I think I would hit that remove audio button. That's what the other side of that looks like. Okay. That makes sense. Anyways, Hermione's making the rounds.
Hermione's making the rounds, and I love it. And it has brought up the conversation for a lot of people, which makes me bring up the conversation to you. Do you know what voguing is?
I do.
Do you?
Yeah. Well, I mean, actually, no, I don't. Technically, I don't know the history behind it, but I know the move thing, and it was taken from, appropriated really from other previous scene music and whatnot. I mean, Madonna made it popular, right? Like,
so I'll give the quick rundown, and this spins into a bit that we're gonna do in the future where I bring, where I bring curly kind of cultural things through memes. And then explain what the actual history of it is on the other end. So in that meme, the young lady dressed as Hermione is doing voguing, right? Or kind of just a facsimile of it. She's just fucking having fun and getting it, which is what voguing is all about. If you take it to the other end, voguing starts in the gay scene in New York, and it's dance battling essentially. It's just dance battling. Between two people to solve issues. I mean,
it would have made much better movies out of the whole Harry Potter series if you just rip out the whole Quidditch shit and just put some cardboard down on the ground and fucking get Ron out with the beatbox and fucking let's go. Like, I'm down. I mean, DDR.
But the thing with voguing is it always looks weird to people because it's not just dance, right? And there's very specific moves that you have to hit for it to be voguing. You got to hit the hands. You got to have your hand work, which is the Madonna thing stole.
Yeah,
right?
That's as far as I knew about it, but I knew there was history behind it.
Yeah,
that's about it.
You got to be able to hit your catwalk, which is the strut. Boom, you got to hit your strut. There's the duck walk, which I can't show because I'm already sitting, but it's like where you kind of do a squat and you kick your feet out, like. It's kind of the best move in voguing that there is. Like, I love the fucking duck walk. It is just I
love this Kaz Explains sound bit that we should have right now, but it's all good. I mean, we could use this section for our DKG.
It's your world and I'm just the squirrel. Squirrel facts.
Squirrel facts with cats. Let's
go. But yeah, so it's had its moments, like kind of mostly in the 80s and early 90s, kind of fell off. And now it's kind of getting big again. And I love it. And it's like worldwide and people are making like money doing like really big like dance battles in fucking Sweden and in California and New York, like having fucking Vogue dance battles. Just fucking.
I mean, I gotta say, from a
Yes, Curtis. I apologize. One of the other main pillars is the dip, aka or the death drop, as people like to call it, which is the one where you you fall back, kick your leg out. One of the great moves of voguing.
So, I mean, from the kid who couldn't clap along in church, as an observer,
Yes.
it just always looks like a lot of fun everyone's having, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna enjoy it. But yeah, okay, cool, voguing.
I love voguing, man.
All right, yeah,
it's a great pastime. Gotta love it.
It took years of experience to even just fucking get along with easy on DDR. Okay, I'm a work in progress for any kind of rhythm, dance moves whatsoever. So you know that.
All right, next YouTube video, we teach Curly how to vogue.
I'm down. Let's go. I got all these convention plans we never end up doing, guys.
Yeah.
Let's bring 30s Curly to a club. A bunch of internet nerds in their 30s go to a club. See what happens, and then we go home immediately and get liquor on the way home to the hotel. It's the best way to do it. But yeah. Anyways, this is still a work in progress. I just want to still mention at the beginning of the shows that any ideas are all in full welcome to concept bit ideas and whatnot to the show. I've been working on many. You'll see some of them tonight. Just because I panic before a show and I do a lot more prep than I ever need to, which ends up bleeding into other shows and whatnot. So I'm gonna hit you with a bunch of crap at the end of the show that we can potentially do. But Kaz, are you feeling ready for the news time?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's fucking do it.
What were you rolling around in your head as another option? What was the other?
I was going to show you somebody doing some like deep ass Vogue, but then it doesn't play for the audio people. No, it doesn't play for the audio. It doesn't play for the audio.
We'll put it in the show notes. It'll be great. One of these buttons is it.
dkgWELP.
Let's fill that knowledge hole.
With Kaz and Curly's news time.
Woo. Woo.
I'll just start with a drunken man doing drunken things because that's what this show is kind of about anyways in the first place. Y'all know that Hawaii's had some issues right now, right? One of the islands has got fucking lava and shit, probably from a volcano. Happens sometimes, usually never. In true DKG style, my spirit animal, a 55-year-old beach road resident, allegedly originally went up to the police Thursday and told all the police that were there that he lived nearby and he needed to get past the blockades, which were blocking the streets to Lava Town. Renamed recently, of course. So later, police found him hobbling across the line from the other direction. He had apparently, or allegedly, which then he actually just confessed to, went around the barricade in his car to get some cool pictures of the lava, drove into the lava, managed to escape with his life, and then was booked on drunk driving, loitering, and refusing to leave a designated evacuation zone, like you do. Honestly, I say spirit animal because this is sort of kind of me minus the lava. Not the most recent San Diego fires, but because we usually have them every year at this point. Like I want to say like 6 or 7 years ago, there was a time period I was at work on a Friday and I had plans to go to Arizona to meet a lady friend. And we were going to hang out that whole weekend. And the fires were happening. And the fires were like all up north and they were all up down south. And I was in the center. And then the fire started coming around to the East County area. And they were going to meet up according to the fire maps. And so they shut down the freeway going that way. And I started to panic. And I was like, how am I going to get to this girl? And so I was just like, well, fuck it. I'll just drive out there and see what it's like if they're letting anyone through. And I found an abandoned police line. They had already just given up on it because there was too much fire. So since no one was blocking, I just drove around the barricade on the freeway. And I was driving on the freeway and you could feel from the window the heat generated by the fire on the hills because there's just so much heat. But I got through. You know what? Just fine. Like you do. Just a little charred. Car made it. I made it. Spent my evening away from fire. All right. All right.
No,
Okay.
stop.
No.
What is wrong with
I don't need to tell stories anymore. It's cool. It's your turn.
like
You know,
Okay.
you man, come hell and high water if an evening with Bay is on the line, and you ain't fire or fucking hell snow is gonna stop your ass. I was like 20 something. Come on.
Okay, I mean in my 20s, yeah, maybe. Like now, no.
I was gonna come over, but Netflix started the next episode.
Yeah, I'm
Not gonna
like,
finish it.
There's 2 feet of snow outside, bitch. Like, you're gonna have to help yourself. Like, you go on. I'm done. Tapping out. Bye bye. Like, ain't that good.
Carry on.
Just never. All right. I got a new story from one of your favorite people, Elon Musk. Well, not from Elon Musk, but in his ever, I don't know what to call it, but just refusal to not. Your state, California, is, I guess, trying to find a way to stop him from putting out these flamethrowers.
So yeah. I fucking love Elon Musk, dude. All right. Like, I get it. And like, so basically, for those that don't know, he put out a tweet that was like, yo, we're going to start selling some not a flamethrowers. Don't worry, they're not a flamethrower. Wink. Here's a video of us playing with a flamethrower. And then sold them on his website, to which they sold out. And then now they're actually manufacturing them. And like, if you read that article, like, there's a point where there's like some legislator in California. It's like, yeah, it turns out we looked and there's not really much shit on the books about not having a flamethrower. So I guess we got to do that. But then like no one signed it, or no one, like, it just died in the thing. So, but there is some ordinance that's like flamethrowers got to be under 10 feet of spray. And he's like, and like Elon tweeted back that was like, yeah, don't worry, we're below that. We're going to be below that. It's going to be fine. It's still going to be a flamethrower, but don't worry. Like, we've read everything. It's fine. All right.
Yeah, so like they're really working hard to get some kind of like bill or legislation put through to like fuck with this. Like the first thing, like you said, was the whole like naming thing. They're like, bro, you can't sell flamethrowers. So they were like, hey, it's a temperature enhancement device. Like, like get fucked.
It's good to have money to fuck with. Yeah. I love it. I'm fucking
just
so down. It's Americans' right to own a flamethrower.
Yeah, he just has people scrambling to write legislation now. Like,
you got to check if there's a cat under your car. You just fucking. Psst, psst, psst. Oh God, my dad would have fucked with us as kids if he had the flamethrower. Like, get out of the house.
Your dad loves to run. He loves to run fucking shopping carts into people. Like if he had a flamethrower.
Hey, that was told in confidence.
I didn't say who. I just said he liked to run shopping carts into people.
My dad was kind of a shit box. He used to think it hilarious to. God, this is gonna make him sound horrible, but he really is a genuinely good guy. He just makes bad decisions. I remember he used to laugh hysterically. By telling his dad joke of we want to see a match burn twice. And he would light a match and then blow it out and then throw it at you. So the still hot ember would hit you and burn you a second time. He would cackle with glee as we would obviously cry and try to run for cover. Again, great guy. Classic dad. Everyone's got one.
Yeah, but now add the caveat of if your dad then had a flamethrower with that joke.
Exactly, that's what I thought immediately. Like he just because you got a couple seconds you could touch a flame. He just probably hit just psst, psst, get outside. you know. It's
like, yeah, set your Nintendo on fire. You got a couple minutes to put it out.
Oh,
like
Lord.
No, Dad, stop.
Really? That's the voice we're going with? Okay. Some of these are so good.
Please, no.
Okay. You ever? Oh, God, you never. It's hard to preface this with you.
All right.
Just let's go with theater of the mind then. Okay, Kaz, you got kids. Just imagine this. Okay, you're in a situation. You've got kids. You're not necessarily newborns, but not that you can't leave them home alone to watch. There's two kids. You know, probably like they don't say the ages in the story, but they want to say like 5 and 7, maybe. You know, old enough to play alone and shit, but like not old enough to like leave like latchkey. Fucking not yet. At least maybe.
Yeah. You got to check on them every once in a while.
Yeah. And for whatever reason, you decided that you and your wife ended up both having to go to work, and you hired a babysitter. You pay a babysitter what? Fucking minimum wage, right? Like, you don't really do. How much do you? I mean, you're having the babysitter watch your kids, so there's definitely an error of trust there that has to come, an aura of trust. But at the same time, it's kind of a thankless, shitty job, and it's made for kids, you know.
Maybe like a 40 flat. Or like a $6 an hour.
So on that note, how much are you really expecting from said babysitter? Let's call her Sarah.
All right, you know, like
if Sarah ate 16, some food from 17. Your fridge, or you know, you got a call that says, oh, you know, little Mary Jane, I wasn't complete ironer and she scraped her elbow. Like, you're not gonna get too pissed, right? You know, I mean,
yeah. I'm like, hey,
kids watching kids.
The fridge is open to you. The TV has cable. Don't order any porn. You know what I mean? You're a great kid. You know, make sure my kids don't die. You know, like other than that, you know, come what may. So this is going to be a question to everyone, including you, Kaz, as well as the chat, of who is overreacting. Ooh, I love you. Now you got my attention for real.
How much would you care if the babysitter, say, fell asleep while watching your kids?
Ooh, that's a rough one, right? That's a rough one because
if you were at home watching your kids, and this is just to give this the full story, this is daytime. This is work day. This isn't like you came home and it was midnight and the kids are already in bed and the babysitter's asleep. This is daytime. Like 11 o'clock in the afternoon or in the morning kind of shit. Because I mean, again, if you were home with your kids, you'd probably be asleep on that couch too while they fuck around under the TV. But as a babysitter, you're paying them. Like, what's going on here?
I'd be upset, but I don't think I'd be. Like, I don't think I'd be livid, you know. I don't think I'd be like, "The fuck? How dare you?"
No, you wouldn't immediately call the cops or anything, right? Like, it would.
Yeah,
no. Have you ever been known to be the kind of person that just likes to fucking find someone in a shitty situation like that and then tries to teach them a lesson?
Oh no! Stop being white dads.
So this escalates pretty quickly. Homeboy and wife and homeboy go to work. Leave baby's home, you know, 7, 8 in the morning, whatever, with babysitter. Dad realizes he forgot some important paperwork at home. Comes home, 10 o'clock. Babysitter's asleep. Kids are just wandering around doing shit, right? At this point, he thinks, you know what? I'm gonna fucking teach this bitch a lesson. I'm gonna go around to the neighbor's house, and I'm gonna take the kids. She's gonna wake up. She's gonna be fucking freaking out. Where the fuck are the kids? She'll call, you know, it'll all be whatever. I'll teach her a lesson. This is where it escalates. Guy's waiting for a phone call. 2-3 hours go by. No call from the babysitter. Eventually, he does get a text that's like, yo, call me. There's a problem. At this point, so what happened? Actually, sorry, before we get to the 2 or 3 hours mark, it ends up being a half hour, and this guy's getting more and more pissed. So he calls the police and says, hey, no one's called yet, right? Blah, blah, blah. Checks if someone's made a report or something about the kids. And he's like, hey, I'm doing this thing on my house sitter. If she calls, you know, it's not a real emergency. This is the address, blah, blah, blah. Don't freak out. So he's waiting, and
tried to cover his bases.
Yeah. He 2 or 3 hours go by. He calls the police again. Still, no one's called the police. No one's called him. And then so she messages him, and he's like, yo, I can't answer the phone. What's going on? And there's this text goes back and forth. Hey, what's up? Why are you blowing me up? What's going on? She says, call me now, Sarah. And he's like, I can't call. What's going on? I have no bars. And she's like, make it happen. Call me now. And he's like, what the fuck? Is everything okay? Where are my kids? And she's like, it's not okay. Call me. And then he's like, I can't call. What the fuck's going on? Where are my kids, Sarah? Answer me. Where are my kids? And she tries to cover it up all sideways. Oh, I called the cops and they didn't say anything. Oh, they blah, blah, blah. And she's like, no, bitch, I called the cops. I know what the fuck is going on. It's now been 3 hours and you haven't said anything to anyone about where my kids are. She's like, get the fuck out of my, and all this stuff escalates, you know, and you know, I'm just saying who overacted. Who acted more?
I mean, one, she shouldn't have lied. Two, you just don't do that. Like, you just don't fucking do it, man. Like, I hate that. I hate that shit. Like, stop trying to teach lessons where lessons don't need to be taught. Like,
Gabby sounds like she's on the side of the parent at this point. And that's why you always leave a note. Yeah, a lot of the fucking did you call the cops, Sarah? Sarah, did you call the cops? Sarah, yeah, I did. What'd they say, Sarah? Sarah, what'd the cops say when you called the cops?
Like, first of all, how old is Sarah? Right? That's the thing that pops into my head.
Everyone's underage. I don't think they can say everything. Yeah, they can't. They can't give it.
Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like,
all right.
Like, do you get a new babysitter? Yes. Do you traumatize this girl for the rest of her life, and in which she writes a book about it? No, no, no. You don't do those things.
Sarah's never gonna be okay again. Sarah's never gonna be able to nap in her life. She's gonna be 47 and waking up from naps. Where are the kids? You don't have any kids.
You're gonna be on fucking Ricky Lake talking about this man took naps from me.
I do want to
I haven't been able to nap.
Imagine being the employer of the guy though, and just be like, what are you doing? I got my kids at my neighbor's house. I'm playing a prank on my babysitter with my important documents. I'll be right back. You can't say how old they are in a news story when they're technically underage. I think that's the rule. But anyhow, yeah.
No,
I still think the guy's a dick, but you know, that's life.
I think he's a dick too. Like, there's a better way to go about that, right? There's just a better way to go about that. Like, you just don't do that. Just no. You quietly wake her up and you're just like, hey, come on, what the hell, you know, like if you're gonna be a white dad, but don't be that white dad. Like,
you Snapchat her while sleeping. And you put that shit on fucking her Snapchat and your kid's Snapchat and your school Snapchat. I don't know. And you just fucking, I don't know. I just wanted to say Snapchat a lot and see if that fucking stuck with anyone or resonates.
Are we fucking, do we get that Snapchat sponsorship? You'll follow me on the Snap every day. New snaps. All right. I got another news story for us. So if you were paying attention a couple of weeks ago, or like, I think last week, if for some reason you follow Buffalo Wild Wings on Twitter, they may have said some nasty things to you. And it was found out that a hacker or hackers hijacked the Buffalo Wild Wings Twitter account and revealed some shit and said nasty shit to people.
I mean, how much interaction are you doing with Buffalo Wild Wings in the first place? To one, be like, man, they're acting different. This is not the Buffalo Wild Wings I'm used to. And the quality of tweets. Two, what the hell was there to reveal that you could possibly reveal about a Buffalo Wild Wings? Like,
I don't know, dude.
It's like, what? I mean, really, like, you're not going to give away the fucking Illuminati. And also, can we stop calling it hacked? Some fucking chuckles fuck set that thing as password or Buffalo Wild Wings 123. Okay. That's not hacking. That's just a fucking algorithm. Totally got it. Okay, like
some influencer marketer that they fucking hired to fucking.
Yeah. So on his computer, he's got fucking 8,000 torrenting fucking viruses that are trolling his passwords and selling Steam fucking knives and shit or whatever the fuck bots do these days. So speaking of weird fucking shit from corporate America, I don't know if you noticed that, but we had National Donut Day over the course of the time period between last Whelp and now Whelp. Yeah, that's the
I
thing.
totally pay attention to this.
So what would you say? And I don't know if you saw this on the news, but
I don't watch that shit.
so definitely a Fox News website, anyways, too. So you know, I mean, it's just like any other campaign. All brands, all brand managers, all these guys that we are making up in our mind in back office rooms with one light bulb are trying to write the copy for the Buffalo Wild Wings Twitter account and other ones, and they always want to get on these things. So it's National Donut Day, and Burger King tweets out as part of National Donut Day that they're introducing the Whopper donut. I want immediate reactions, initial reactions from the cats. It gets more ridiculous than you think, because at first you're thinking donut Whopper, right? You're thinking maybe cut a donut in half, put some Whopper material in it, I guess eat it.
See, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, really quick, right? The thing that popped into my head that kind of would have been cool is like a glazed bun.
Uh-huh.
And then everything else in the middle is a Whopper, right? Like, oh shit.
People have done donut burgers before. That's.
But my thought when you said it was like a donut flavored Whopper, and that's just nasty. Okay,
well, it's going to be donut.
That's just. That shit is nasty, bro.
But don't worry, don't worry. Our worst fears have come true. It's not even that. In an amazing bit of laziness, they honestly just cut themselves a hole out of a Whopper, a normal Whopper. You just put a hole in it, and you get yourself a Whopper donut. They just magically cookie cutter out the center of it. Don't worry though, there is a deal that comes along with National Whopper Day, Whopper Donut Day. You get your Whopper with your missing center, but it also comes with a free slider, which is just your cutout center of your Whopper. That's marketing 101. Got me. Go.
Hold on. I want to paint this picture for you, everyone. Okay. All right. Stay with me. I'm going to be playing two characters here. You just. Marcus, what?
Marcus,
it's gonna be National Donut Day. We need something we got to do something.
Marcus, we're Burger King.
What do you want? Okay, we could do like churros or something. Like, we could do. No, we have to something that we have to have something that our Instagram influencer marketers can share in their fucking Instagram stories. Okay. Free donut. We can call Krispy Kreme. Fuck you, Marcus. Look, I need something. What if we cut a hole out of the Whoppers? That guy.
Promote him now.
Who is he? Move his desk over here.
Oh man, I think honestly the only reason I chose to share the story is because the reveal of the donut slider is my favorite part. And as Gabby mentioned, or as Big Voice Jay mentioned, there's no way in hell it's going to look like it does in that picture. Because that's movie level. The Whopper
who you give that tool to is just like here.
It's going to have. There's going to be fucking secret sauce squirting out every damn direction. Mayo chuck.
I don't think like in any fast food burger place that I have ever gone to in my fucking life was the hamburger not squished. And I don't mean the patty. I just mean the whole thing, once complete, was not like somebody hit it with a fucking stamping machine. I'm just like, why is it so flat? What happened? What happened between me saying, can I have one of those, and the two guys back there making it, that it got crushed? Like I just never understand that.
They roll those things through it's disgusting. I worked at Burger King for 4 days. It's absolutely just a travesty. I mean, maybe they've cleaned up, and maybe I'm not trying to shoot a partnership in the fucking toe at this point. Burger King. I'll sing the praises of your shit every day if you send me one of those
I will
sliders.
go to You want one of the sliders. You don't want the whole thing.
But as you imagine with any first job goes, because this is one of my first, this was actually the first time I worked in a fast food place. I had worked a job at a tree place before that, but I was there because a friend of mine had a job, and I remember getting training on the line, the meat line, the whatever you put you basically put frozen patties into a conveyor belt and it rolls through and then it poops them out at the other end. And you're supposed to make them at this make station, and so done patties go in these like Lexane drawers that then have timers. So you know when like those patties have expired, this is the new patty. They've got like 8 minutes to be used, or then you technically throw them out, and you have to go on the big giant list of waste mark, and you put your name and initials next to the amount of food you wasted, and get yelled at about it. You know what no one ever did was mark anything on that fucking wasted chart. Okay, because you know what happens. You know what the rule is that I learned that I had to relearn after learning it from the fucking opening video was when that light that blinks and starts making beep noises that the food is expired. The correct response is just push the reset button on the light. And that's that you do not go and mark any of that food wasted. Wink, wink. But yeah, that's why that shit looks all fucking soggy. Anywho, I got some questions for you, Kaz, about etiquette. You've been to a 7-Eleven.
Ooh.
You've been to a corner store, a quick trip,
Yeah.
whatever they are. And
I went to one the other day. I got a story coming out of that.
All right.
So yeah.
We'll do your story in a moment. This is in Denver. I was actually just a barrage of questions, I guess. So you've had, I'm assuming, everyone's had weird, shitty moments in either line for paying or a line for maybe using the soda machine or whatever. I've gotten into a 7-Eleven before, and there's just fucking, I got there at the right time when the fucking kids are all on their way to school, and there's 17 kids with backpacks bumping into each other, and they're like, are you gonna pay? Do you have 56 cents? I want to get it a big gulp. And mom says you can't have caffeine. And I'm telling, and just a bunch of shit, and whatnot. Specifically, they always have this one, like, I don't know, I guess like an industrial microwave that they have. Like, it's not like your home microwave. Have you ever tried to heat up like a burrito there? And they're like, push 2. And I'm like, what does 2 even mean? And it's like, it's a fucking 3,000 watt oven. So, it's going to cook it in 0 seconds.
you have these moments with that thing, right? Where you put said thing in there, you're like, I'll go for a 2, I guess. And that's like maybe a minute. And you're like, I don't know if a minute is enough, but you take it out, you're like, still fucking cold. Fuck this thing. And then you hit a 4, right? Now you fucked up.
So it's not uncommon. It's not uncommon to get into a 7-Eleven and there's 3 people at that line, and everyone's trying to figure out how to read the fucking bananas instructions on their top ramen or their burrito or whatever the fuck they're trying to cook in the thing. And it's usually you get in there and there's fucking someone put the horseradish on before they cook the hot dog and it's all over the inside of the microwave. And you're just like, oh, someone let the chili can in here and push 10 thinking it's going to be 10 minutes. And now there's nothing but canned chili everywhere.
10, like that thing would explode if you put it on 10, bro.
So Colorado woman, as identified by store clerk and employee or another store patrons, witnessed Angelique Sanchez, 26, placing something in the store microwave. Before then, the customer, which was behind her, said they all heard a loud bang. And then Sanchez attempted to do one of those. I don't know if you've ever seen someone try to half-ass clean up something and then just leave it. Like if you just get like 2 napkins and they immediately become soaked, and then you just look at yourself and you walk away. Like that's pretty much how they described her. To which they then, after reporting to the police due to the smell, realized Sanchez was trying to heat up her urine sample that she had bought for her drug test next door. And it immediately exploded into the microwave. Like you do.
She put that shit on a 4. She put it on a 4.
It's
that dumb
it's one of those
put
things
it on a
like
4.
you just have to imagine just fucking like, no, and then you try to clean it up like you're gonna be a good citizen, and it's just like, you know what, I'm better running at this point. Fucking, I'm out of here. Yeah, those microwaves will fuck some shit up. Like, a sealed container of piss. Like, let's go.
Oh Lord, no. Just no. Just no, brother. Like
We got
you
a
can't do
Colorado
that.
mugshot here for you, if you will.
Ooh. Corrado mugshot? Oh yeah, no, she blew up some piss. She definitely blew up some piss.
Straight up on the internet for piss explosions. Anyways, what was your going to the gas station story?
No, so no, it was a 7-Eleven. So there's two of them, right? So a couple days ago, I'm in the 7-Eleven, and I guess it's at that weird time. It's not just the kids in there; everyone is in there. Like, and it's not a combo 7-Eleven. So it's not the gas station and a 7-Eleven. It's just a 7-Eleven. But like everybody and their mother is in there trying to get something, and they got the two cashiers running and shit. And I grab my chuckle fuck shit that I want. And I'm in line with a couple people, and there's just this dude, and he's like, you know, he gives the girl his money, she gives him his change, and she's like, all right, next. And then he's like, no, hold up. I was going to give you the 32 cents so you could give me just dollars back. And she's like, well, you didn't give it to me by the time I got to your change, so I gave you change. And he's like, no, hold on, you're supposed to give me another $1. And she's like, motherfucker, I can count. Like, get out. And then he's just going, and she's just like, next. Like,
Cops are, 7-Eleven operators, there's a weird beauty of it because 7-Eleven is typically personally owned franchises. So like,
yeah,
they are like any other franchise where they do have to answer to corporate, but they run their own businesses. So it's not like they're obviously they would get in trouble if they really brandish the fucking 7-Eleven name, but for the most part, they don't answer anyone but whoever the fuck fronted the bill for the original license and shit. So you go in some of these like family ones and they know their mom is the fucking owner. But they also at the same time, you got to give them some fucking credit because they deal with some of the worst people in the world. Like sometimes like I don't freak out like a lot of stuff when some of the cops do some crazy shit because they're always ready for escalation because you have to imagine you've worked at the public. You ever want to fucking be in a situation where that person might try to fucking pull a knife or something on you? Like, I understand being out of 10 already. Like, that's where 7-Eleven operators are. They're somewhere between cops and, like, entitled kids. And they're just like, no, you're going to take the fucking lumpy pizza. Can I have one that's not, like, 7 years old? No, you're going to eat that one. That one's going to be yours. You enjoy that now. You know what? In fact, I'm going to take it back from you. Now you don't have anything. Get out of my store. 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 And you're like, how is this service? Like...
But the other one was funny today because I found myself in a 7-Eleven, and I'm doing my transaction, right? I put my shit up there, and the lady kindly enough is like, "Do you want anything else?" And I was like, "You know what I do? Give me some of them shitty ass wings you got in there, so I could spend some time in the bathroom later." And she's like, "All right, cool." But what we did was she completed all the transactions. I gave her my money. She put the first majority of my shit in a bag. I took that, stepped off to the side, and there was this old lady who I guess she was like, now it's my time to get something, and like walked up to the counter, but the girl walked away from her like because she was going to get my shit. And this old lady is just like, and looks at the guy behind her like he's gonna be on her side, and he's just like, no. like no, I'm still in line, bitch. Like I understood the transaction that happened. Then the old lady looks at me and I'm like, no, I caused the transaction that happened. I also understand the transaction that happened. You're stupid. And then she's just like, well, and then leaves. So we're all like, the fuck?
Yeah, I will typically always. I love just making a good understanding eye contact with whatever like register person's getting just fucking berated or whatever, and I'm just like, no, they're crazy. You're fine. It's just let them go. Like let them go. On the opposite side of that, I think I might have told the story a little bit before, but there's one morning when it's morning, and I used to go to the 7-Eleven. It'd be like, again, it'd be a night after hanging out here till 2 or 3 in the morning. And then it'd be like 6:30 in the morning, me at a 7-Eleven waiting in line with all the kids. I am checked the fuck out. There has been times where there is a reason I should have spoke, and I just stood there. And I'm like, I'm going to let everything sink in for a moment. And in slow motion dream haze mode, I'm like 2 people back from the lady at the register. She's got 3 kids that she's trying to hold with different hands and also try to pay the lady, so she's not really taking care of these kids. And one kid, and this is the fucking register lady standing there with full sight of the floor and everything with the kids. And the lady's like, all right, we got this. And she's like, what are you holding? You want that? All right, fucking put it up. Let me pay for it. All right, what do you got, Tim? Like, all right, put. And then this fucking kid has already opened up one of those ice cream cones from the wrapper, and he's been gnawing on it the whole time they've been in the store. And he just goes to just put it in his dumb, sticky fucking kid face. You've seen those dumb, sticky kid faces where there's chocolate everywhere. He goes to push it further into his face, and the whole thing just falls onto the floor. Just a mess, and it just splats, and it's warm, and it's just gooing everywhere. The lady of the mother of this kid just looks down at it, looks at him. Go get yourself another one. All right, I'm gonna take one of those. Pays for it as the cash register lady is just looking at her, and they just walk out the store. I was like, damn. She's just gonna leave that, huh? All right, you're gonna do that. You're an asshole.
Oh yeah.
All right.
No, she do that everywhere she go. That's the life.
Yeah, that's their problem now, honey. It's just touch the floor.
But see, that situation goes one or two ways, because I've been in the store in that situation when you have the mother and she's like, what do you want? What do you want? What is that? All right, put it up there so she can ring it up so we can pay for it, right? And then you have the kid who's already eaten on something, and she's like, the fuck you? Oh, God, yeah, I'm going to pay for that too. And then like the kid drops it, and then she just flips the fuck out. So then that situation turns into everyone just feeling bad. Because she's like, what the fuck? What are you doing? Oh my God. God damn it. And and then the cashier tries to be the nice. No, it's fine. We have mops and utensils to make that go away. Like, you don't have to kill that child.
Like, oh man, that kid could have grown up to be somebody. Now it's gonna be dead. All right. I think we'll cut it there for news today, unless you got anything else you want to share.
You know what? Yeah, no, that one's a little too gross for right now. I'm gonna save that for another time.
All right, because I got a big chunk of stuff that I'm playing with. So as mentioned before, let's just go into the game section, and then we'll talk about it there. Everybody, join hands.
Oh, yay!
It's game time
Hell yeah!
with Curly.
That's what I'm talking about.
Only on dkgWELP.
Oh my God! Yes, time jumping with the sub. Sorry, I got excited.
Ooh, we subbing?
1 year of Chad. We don't have to be in emote mode anymore, where it's a different block. You can take it off emote mode only. Maybe I hit the button.
That was the old show. That's
yeah,
not
you
the
guys
new
used
show.
to living in volume 1. We're in volume 2 now, where we do things a little bit more randomly. Got to be on your toes, clipping and clopping. Emote mode is absolutely fun, and we'll do it more often, I swear.
Happy Pride Month, so go out there and find a person of indifference and tell them thank you. I think that's what you're supposed to do.
Thank you for your service, gay community, queer community, transgender community. You've done a great job this year, and you deserve this month. From here at DKG, carry on. I don't know what you're going for there, Kaz, but okay.
Let's go.
Well done, gays.
Keep it up. Keep doing what you're doing.
Best ongoing game of 2018.
Hold up a line in the airport for a slow clap when you see a gay person.
This could add. Please don't. Just, out of everyone, maybe do it. Fuck it, I don't care at this point. Cool. So we've mentioned.
Have you been in the airport? Real quick. Have you ever been in the airport when that happens? Because somebody's in like a military uniform, and people are just like, "Oh, thank you for your shirt." Like,
I live in San Diego.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh God, yeah, you do. Jesus God.
It's every second person in a burrito line. It's.
You just please please, can we move off to the side? And I just want to get through TSA.
And this and I'm gonna lean in on this one with Kaz. It is an absolute privileged asshole thing. But living in San Diego, yes, everyone gets tired of the person who stops the entire line and has to thank everyone for their service. I get it. We should all do it. I love the military. Thank you guys for keeping us safe. And I'm so glad I don't have to fight because I can't. But it's San Diego. We're fucking so lazy. I'm like, oh man, I just wanted to get a beer. God, can we stop? Everyone in this bar worked in the military. Everybody. Every single person here except me. I don't even care. I just wanted a beer. Please.
Also, thank you for the sub, Kidney.
Oh my God, Kidney.
Yeah, let's do games.
After do you want to derail again? Thank another fucking community. National Donut Day. Fucking. What?
Oh yeah, thanks to what do you call it? Is it a baker? Is it a barista? Who makes donuts?
Do you need a license to make a donut? I think you just deep fry shit. A delicatessen.
They slice meat.
They could also fry a donut. I don't know.
What deli has a fucking okay?
There is a building next door to me called Chinese
yeah.
Food and Donuts. Okay, they serve Chinese food and donuts. Okay,
Ooh, Chinese donuts.
Not Chinese donuts. Chinese food and donuts. Like,
wait, so they don't even have Chinese donuts?
I don't know what a Chinese donut is. It sounds dirty. Christ.
All right.
Okay.
We've gone far.
Without derailing one more time.
Back upstream.
Thanks, Big Voice Jay, for the sound bits once again. I will never stop thanking you. You're beautiful and amazing, especially for the squirrel facts.
It's your world and I'm just a squirrel. Squirrel facts.
For all your raccoon news.
Oh yeah, raccoons. The black eyes.
He fucking topped me up. I asked for a fucking raccoon sound bit, and he hits me with a squirrel bit, and it makes it even better. Genius, that kid.
That one in the can was just waiting for us to be like, they're gonna say something about the squirrels one day. He's like, shit. Send it anyway.
All right. Anyway, so as I've mentioned before, we're in volume 2 now. I'm retooling a bunch of the ideas for game concepts and whatnots. I think I actually, after looking at some of these, I was planning on doing this. We're going to go ahead and go forward with the concept of doing a chat, like Family Feud style thing, where with more prep during the week at some point, I'm going to release a list or a form, a Google form, where it just asks some random-ish questions that I've picked. And then chat throughout the month or the week or whatever will fill in their answers, and we'll do it Family Feud style where we're like, 100 or 65% of chat said this, and Kaz will try to guess whatever is going to be on that list. So he's not allowed to look at the actual thing. The reason I say I'm going to plan for it is because I kind of grabbed a bunch of these to offer you guys like an idea of what it would be like. And these ones already have pre-generated answers from America. And as I got through like half of them, I was like, this is already a good bit. Anyways, I'm just going to read them this time. And then we'll move onward from there. So Family Feud style questions. And just imagine in the future episodes, and please, the reason I kind of wanted to give this out first and then show you how it will work is that it is rely on everyone answering the questions. So in the future, when you do see something from me that's like, hey guys, these are going to be for the podcast, Family Feud style questions, we're going to do it. So basically, I don't actually know how Family Feud works, but I'm going to ask you a question, Kaz, and you just give me the things that come to your head. And most of these have 7-ish answers. I'm going to say if you can get a couple of them, you might win. Maybe some of the top ones or whatever. Like these are multiple choice like answers. They're basically like opinion questions. Yeah. And so as you imagine, the people that were polled for this were actually not necessarily only Americans, but they're all over the place. But they're very like America centered. So if that helps at all, whatever. So yeah, there's 7 answers on the board. So yeah, out of 100 questioned people, what is the most popular answer for how many pairs of pants does the average man own? It's a very simple one because you can very barely be wrong.
You usually you got 2 pairs of jeans, maybe a pair of pants. Well, if you're old and you call them short pants.
Yeah, that's commonly used vernacular for my short pants. Yeah, if you call them short pants. Totally.
I think generally most gentlemen have at least one or two pairs of slacks. And
I mean, I'll tell you, I'm not the average man, but I own always at least 4 pairs of pants, and they're usually the same cut, like the same pair. I just buy it because I find a pair that fits. I go buy 3 more, and I use them until they die out, and then I go buy another chunk of pants.
I'm gonna say 7. I'm gonna just go with a 7.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'll just do the reveal on this
Jen's
one
on my side
because this one is numerical based, so it doesn't really matter anything. But 19% of all people polled went with 5. 6 for 18% of people, and 7 for another 16%. So you're in the top 3 there with that. 12 said 4% of people that were. It's the lowest. Someone 4% of people out there were thinking 12 pants is part of a normal person's. Those
are the people that call shorts short pants.
So out of 100 people polled, what do you think the top answers are for name a celebrity from decades ago who's still thought of as a style icon today?
Name 4 celebrities?
No, I mean you can name one, you can name a couple. Yeah, I've got 7 answers based on America's top 100 people.
A style icon. Fuck. And these are older celebrities, not newer celebrities, yeah?
At least it says from decades ago, so at least 2 decades, so 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
Or more.
Celebrities. I'm going to say Donatella Versace, Madonna, Elton John, and Bjork.
You know what? I'll do this the way that Family Feud does. You've got three incorrect answers on these, okay? And you've already went with 3 incorrect answers. 32% of people said Marilyn Monroe.
Okay.
31% said Elvis Presley. And then
Fuck you.
Then it drops down into 8%, 6%, 6%, and 5%, and 3%, which is Twiggy.
The fuck is a Twiggy?
I don't know what Twiggy is. Okay, I was hoping I didn't have to say it. I don't know who fuck a Twiggy is. Not Conway Twiggy. From decades ago. Elizabeth Taylor, James Dean, Jackie O, and Audrey Hepburn. Your final answers there. It's American.
Okay, I'll give you Audrey Hepburn. I'll give you James Dean.
I'll give you
decades
ago. From decades ago. So again, in the future, though, these will be populated by your guys' answers, which I think will make it a lot more fun and whatnot as well. But I'm just gonna roll through these just so you get an idea of how it's gonna work. Name a reason.
But fuck you on the Elvis and fuck you on the Twiggy. Whoever made that original list, not Curly specifically, but
again, 30 or 8% of people polled said Twiggy. They wrote in Twiggy. They didn't select it. They wrote in Twiggy. The fucking ever it is. So out of 100 people polled, name something you'd see a lot of in California. You're just trying to get on the board. You got 3 attempts to get 7 of these.
All right, so I'll only give 3 answers then.
Well, as long as they're not wrong, or as long as they're right, you can give more. Just don't get 3 wrong.
Beaches.
Ooh, that is the number 1 answer with 28%. Hey.
Bums.
It's not on the list. Survey says.
In all of California, huh? Beaches, bums. Let's go with.
What do people say every time I put my video camera on my outside world?
Palm trees.
Palm trees is number 2. 24%.
Those palm trees.
Give me one more. What do people see when they see California?
California. Startups.
I mean, it's not far off, but no, it's not on this list.
All right, that's the second wrong one. Dispensaries.
I think this list is a little older than that. No, that's all right. You got Sun, movie stars.
Fuck you, okay.
Movie stars, artists, cars, and blondes. Out of 100 Americans polled,
Movie stars.
Name a food you can cook for which you don't need a recipe. There's 100 people polled.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Not on the list. That is a hard buzz.
Rice.
Rice is number 2 on the list, 20% polled.
Ooh, I like that one. Toast.
Toast is not on the list.
You crook. No.
That's 2 of them.
Something that you don't need a sandwich. And these are older style shits. Iced tea?
No, that's not a thing you can cook while you without need a recipe. You got eggs, then rice, mac and cheese, soup, spaghetti, frozen pizza, and cookies.
What? You need a recipe for cookies?
Apparently, 6% of people polled did not need a recipe for cookies.
I want to fucking find those motherfuckers, and I want to just tell them
I could
make
wing a cookie.
right
I could wing a cookie recipe. Little brown sugar, little white sugar, little vanilla extract, some flour, some salt, some eggs, a little bit of oil, maybe. You buy the pre-made cookie dough. It's cheesy. Cheating.
Some hot bullshit right there.
Domestic Dan, right in the podcast. I might be a little loud for a moment, everyone that's listening to this later. This is a live to recording podcast. Thank you, Dan, for all that stuff. We're going to go and continue onward with Family Feud style questions. I'm just going to do a couple more because I wrote them, so they'll be fun.
Answer the questions here. Thank you for the raid.
Thank you for the raid. Domestic Dan's amazing. I love you. I would say a lot more, but this is going to record it into a podcast, and I don't want to edit it, so I'm not going to freak out that much. Dan, you know you're lovely and amazing, and all your people are so cool and awesome, and you should come back on the show sometime when we have something for you to do. It'll be great.
Yeah. Now we don't have caveats anymore over here, Dan. We can just do the show whenever.
You can just come in whenever and be like, what's up? Hi, I'm Dan. Hey, how's it going? Bye. Anyways, name, again, out of 100 people polled.
Out of 100 people polled.
Name something you're embarrassed to do in front of people at the gym. What would 100 most likely American-oriented human beings on the internet poll as something you're embarrassed to do in front of people at the gym? Get naked. Let's see. Survey says I'm gonna go and take that as change clothes. That seems like that's definitely Domestic Day with a sub. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for the sub.
That was number 1 on the thing. You got 2 more for me, Kaz.
Changing clothes. Things people are scared to do at the gym. Fuck. I'm going to go with the chat and say farting.
According to 16% of people polled, passing gas is one of the ones they're afraid to do in front of people at the gym.
if you're in the gym and you're doing some good reps, sometimes it just happens, okay? That means you motherfuckers are not working hard at the gym, okay? You are hardly working is what's happening.
That's how I know when my
too much time doing the Instagram post like, oh, I'm at the gym.
First of all,
and then like, oh, look at the weight machine, and then you go home.
As a new gym user, pretty heavy gym user. I am posting Instagram photos all the time from the gym, and everybody else is too. Everybody is sitting on a machine, fucking on their cell phone, and I love it. And I'm like, my people, my fucking people.
I hate those motherfuckers, dude. Get out.
You got one more for me, Kaz, of things you'd be embarrassed to do in front of people at the gym?
Things you're embarrassed to do at the gym. Stretch.
Survey says 6% of people said stretch/bend over. Damn, you got this one knocked down.
Know. I'm seeing you motherfuckers, man. Y'all don't be stretching, then you go to fucking hit the dumbbell, and then all this tightens up on you, and then you start looking around like, oh shit, and then you're holding your phone because you were trying to fucking Instagram.
So can I do real talk with anxiety-driven Curly at a gym? Also chubby, anxiety-driven Curly. I just get the big bathroom stall, and that's where I change clothes and I stretch and I do all my like Bluetooth connection to my cell phone and then I go out there and I fucking handle business. But I'm in that bathroom for a while, setting up, getting ready, changing clothes, doing all that stuff. You know, that's what we're there for.
Right here, right now, I'm starting a new brand of gym. Fuck Planet Fitness. Fuck Gold.
Fuck Crunch.
This is fucking fuck Crunch. This is called Get Work Done. You walk in, there's no Wi-Fi. There's actually just fucking steel walls. You get no fucking signal.
No.
like, it is called Get Work Done.
My first week at Crunch, the Wi-Fi connection didn't work, and I spent more time at the gym working on their Wi-Fi than I did actually working out. I was mad, and they gave me the system. She turned the keys on the computer over to me, and she's like, Here's where it generates your fucking password for the thing. I don't know how Wi-Fi works. Do you? And she gave me the computer keyboard and mouse and turned the monitor around at me. And I sat there and I was like, I was in the fucking wireless thing, the little application device. I was looking at Active Directory. I was looking at their web client on the email. And I was trying to talk to their fucking tech support. And I was like, God damn. I was like, give me the Wi-Fi. I can't. I got to watch YouTube videos to work out or I'm not working out.
No. Fuck you, motherfuckers, bro.
Anywho, your final one, which I might tie into a thing, but this one's an easy one. I just want to see if you can you're up there with the top answer.
Mm-hmm.
Out of 6 people or six answers, as number was out of 100 people polled, what is the maximum number of time it's okay for your partner to call you at work?
What do you mean?
So the reason I picked this question is specifically what's probably happening in the chat right now that I'm noticing. There are 2 types of people. There are people that are okay with their work and home life mixing, and there are people that are just not okay. Which was in this list, right? So there's like, and I'll just pull back the curtain. This is like 34% of people said 2 times, 23% of people said 3. And there's a hard 19% of people that says goose egg, 0. You call me at work, you better be dead. You interrupt the fucking workflow. Like, we are done. It better be a breakup story. It better be a fucking there are 2 types of people. I mean, honestly, because I was thinking about it too. And I was like, God, man, how many times have like that's? And then I got really mad. I was like, now I'm mad that some fake person's calling me at work, and I'm like, God damn it, I'm trying to get shit done.
Bro, see, and I think part of it is also the day and age in which we live, right? So you've already gone past the barriers, right? Which is text me. Okay, maybe you send me a Snapchat if something's on fire so I can see, and I can be like, bro, that's not even that bad of a fire. Cup of water handles that quick. You know what I mean? But for a straight up bring, like, my brain shuts down.
If a phone call isn't prefaced with a conversation about if a phone call's okay, I'm already alarmed. If I look at my phone, I look at my phone like you would look at like finding a snake in a drawer of like socks. Like if my phone just starts ringing out of the blue, I'm like, what the fuck?
Bro, I was at work the other day and like my fucking boss walks up to me and I like usually have my desk like the station, I have my phone there and it's like playing music or playing a YouTube video or something, and it was doing that, and we're just like, oh yeah, if we do the thing with the thing, I'm like, yeah, no, I could do that, yeah, we could do that, and then we could do this, and then it's just like bring, and I'm like, and I literally just broke all work ethic, and I'm like, who the fuck? Like, what? I was like, fucking who the fuck? And then I put my phone back down, and I'm like, yeah, so, yeah. And I love it because he didn't miss a beat either. He was just like, yeah, so,
yeah,
cool, we'll get that done. Yeah.
It's weird. It's 'cause when I was younger and I had a phone, I remember it was like, I remember always turning the ringer off. Because I'm like, yeah, I don't want it to ring or make noise in the class or whatever. And I don't do that anymore because if it rings, someone died. Like my dad's in the hospital, like that's what happens. But it rings and I'm like, son of a bitch. And I'm like, I don't know what that man's doing. All right. Yeah.
Like, bro, do you not have iMessage? Do you not have Facebook Messenger? You not have Instagram, Twitter, fucking text messaging minutes? What happened? Why didn't you text me?
My old coworker, or my old boss used to like we'd be like, all right, cool, powwow, morning talk, let's go. All right, I know it's a lot. Here's 7 clients I got to have you drive to today. They're all over the place. Try to make it like an organized thing, and I'll get on the computer and I'll be like, fucking okay. Google Maps up. All right, this direct trajectory. I'll bang this one out, bang that one out. I'll swing around here, get these devices, get that done. Good to go. Powwow over. I'll get in the road. I'll hit the freeway, and he'll call my phone. And I'm like, I'm on the road. I'm in the car. I'm busy. I'm just gonna turn around. I'm gonna turn around because I guess he died. He fell on his fucking phone. Like I've got to go handle him now. Like. I'm like, I get there and he's like, oh yeah, I need you to make sure that on your final one you stop and get a pen. And I'm like, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna actually kill you. You text me that information, email it to the moon and back. It's fine. Anyways, that is all I have for Family Feud style questions. We're gonna do more of that, but as I said, I think that style of questioning will be fun for an episode when we have chat rooms options built into it. And I'll make a big form.
Yeah, I like that. I
want to make a form that gives you a rant, like for whenever you're just bored and you have some extra time, you can click into the DKG document and it's going to be like, here's a question, answer it with whatever choice you think is funny or real, and then here's another question. And then as time goes on, those can all get filled in with different people doing shit. No, sorry, Curtis. This is I'm doing trial stuff right now. I'm coming up with ideas over the course of time. I don't know if this is this funny. This is kind of a thing I wanted to say for the C block. I basically, no, I'll do that afterwards. Super doop boop. I have some styles that we did last time, which is not trivia, but fun facts that Kaz gets to answer to. Again, there's no real wrong answer. This is kind of the style of questioning of like how many jelly beans are in the jelly jar. And you just try to get as close as you can. Chat, you are welcome to answer alongside Kaz and see how close you can get to the answer. Do refrain from trying to look it up, though. But I know
some of y'all out there cheaters, and you know who you is.
Don't you dare. That shit, you better fucking fill in that Wikipedia article. Got that wiki up somewhere that JVZ, I think, is hosting. According to the Orkin Pest Control Company, what is the average life of a housefly?
8 days.
It came to that quick. It's not right. According to pest control, 15 to 30 days actually for a housefly. It's weird to me too because I heard like 2 days when I was a kid, right? But maybe that's just like a street fly. But average of a housefly, well, I think those big ones with the brains, and they come at you. You know those guys.
The big ones with the brains, yeah.
But anyways, yeah, you're wrong. So you get to work this one out. How many seconds long, and you know it, by the way. How many
Ooh.
seconds long is the shortest
Thank you for
song?
those.
The shortest song to ever make it onto the Billboard Top Hot 100.
Billboard Top 100.
And you know the
seconds
song.
long.
So definitely under a
60?
minute. Right?
Ooh. 45 seconds?
All right. That's dead on. That's actually dead on correct. Do you know what song it is?
No.
So the shortest song that hit the Billboard Hot 100 was that pen, pineapple, apple pen. And it's 45 seconds long.
I got a pen. I got an apple. Apple pen.
Yeah. A fictional Japanese pop star named Pikotoru. You know how it goes. Enjoy that little fun fact. Tell it to your friends among the water cooler. Tell them where you heard it and sign up to the fucking thing. On that note, according to the website 538, and just to preface, this was taken in 2017, how many billion humans have ever been born? Ever. Ever.
I don't know, dude.
Work it out, dude.
Fuck. Jesus Christ. There's a lot of fuckers around, bro.
Well, you have to think what we got on Earth right now is
Are we
somewhere
talking
around.
about documented or undocumented? Like,
Well, I mean, it's definitely an assumption because this is ever.
right.
But based on death rates and knowledge of populations and curves, how many humans have ever been born?
Fuck.
And this is not what's alive right now. This is ever. There's what, like 8 or 9 billion right now, right?
Yeah. Oh. 100 billion?
Okay. Yeah. 108 billion. All right. It's fucking weird. I feel like my document's being shared or something. Damn.
Oh, Lord.
This man can guess jelly beans. According to National Geographic, approximately how many quills does a porcupine have?
82.
Strong, strong guess. Okay. People are going with 6,000, 5,000, 55. At least. No, there's 113,000 quills on a porcupine.
On a single porcupine.
On a
Fuck
single
that.
porcupine. They're like hairs. It's a lot of
I
hairs.
know, but like, I don't know. I guess. Whatever. Fuck them.
On the final question for knowledgeable random shit to share with your friends around the water cooler. Let me see if I can get this open. How many of the Billy brand did IKEA sell? The bookcases, the Billy bookcases. They are pictured here. This bookshelf that everyone has probably seen in their entire life. So in 2016, how many of the Billy bookshelf did IKEA sell? Worldwide.
Okay, so I was literally going to ask, like, U.S. domestic or worldwide? Good old Billy. You know, people love the name Billy. Billy's a good name. Like, and then $79, and then if you catch it on sale, it's probably $50. I'm gonna go with 300,000.
Okay. I don't know. I don't think they get Craigslist resales. No, IKEA reported 6.2 million Billy bookshelves sold worldwide in 2016.
Jesus Christ.
6.2 million fiber cardboard, fucking whatever the fuck that shit is. It's a lot of shelves, and they all immediately fell apart. Anyways,
And half of those went to Twitch streamers who just put shit on them behind them. Just so you know, that's where 90% of those are.
Another type of game to play will be this type, which is it's a bluff the listener kind of an option. And again, these can be questions for Kaz or for everyone or whatever. But basically, I can tell you a story and give you 3 answers. 2 of them are fake. 1 of them is real. And you have to guess which one is real. So for the first one, these are actually all underwear related. Just happened to be the theme of the article I was reading. So it's going to test your chops on random trivia from underwear. Some organizations have instituted strict rules about briefs. So which of these 3 stories is real? 1, or A, Major League Baseball umpires are required to wear black briefs in case they split their pants squatting the way they do. B, a school board in Florida has banned the new trend of wearing an extra large pair of underpants over regular underpants as pants. C, employees at Fruit of the Loom headquarters are required to wear Fruit of the Loom underwear at all times and are subject to random checks. Which one of those is real, 2 or fake?
3.
You think the Fruit of the Loom random checks is real?
I don't, but I just want that one to be real.
Turns out actually A is real. The Major League Baseball umpires are required to wear black briefs.
That's the one I thought was real, but I was like, please. I just in my head like, hey John, hey Mike, drop trout.
There are places where you're apparently or absolutely not allowed to wear briefs. Out of these 3 stories, which one is correct? A, surprisingly, Supreme Court justices must go commando under their robes. B, on spacewalks because NASA is conducting a 30-year-old study on supporting human junk in zero gravity. And C, an official ferret legging contest. There's a British sport where you put ferrets in competitors' pants and see who can stand it the longest.
There's another one I want to be real, and then there's the one I think is real. I'm gonna go with 2 on this one.
NASA conducting shit and tests. No, it's actually C. There is a on the books British ferret underwear thing back in the day when they would run these ferret fucking pants contests. Wearing underwear was considered a cheat. So you're not allowed to wear underwear during ferret pant contests. In 1993, scientists
Brits are weird, dude.
In 93, scientists wanted to test the impact of briefs versus boxers on male fertility. How did they conduct these tests? Choice A, they made tiny briefs and boxers for lab rats and observed the effects. B, they studied the social habits at a bar of 100 men wearing both and recorded how many in each group went home alone. Or C, they performed a 10-year study on a pair of identical twins, one who wore only boxers and the other one who wore only briefs.
God damn. Tiny boxers on rats.
Is that what you want to be real?
Yes. Fuck, bro. I'm gonna say tiny boxers on rats, bro. Sounds so good. But B.
So one of the reasons why I wanted to do this sort of story type of telling, because the story was just too good to also share. Absolutely A. There is a part of the actual white paper produced by the scientific company that made tiny boxers and briefs for mice and then recorded them attempting to have sex or actually making it. Turns out, result-wise, wool is the best thing you can wear for your possibilities of getting someone preggo. Behind that is nothing but freeballing. And yes, in their actual... Can't see it probably on the screen. In their chart, in the actual test, they wrote freeballing from, I think, one of the what is most likely the best and coolest scientific study group in the entire world. Anyways, yeah, get some wool pants if your mice are not able to copulate, and they'll be taken care of. That's how to do it.
There you go.
Yeah,
The more you know. Oh wait, no, this is the best time to play. Play.
I don't have. Oh, squirrel fact. Oh my god. Oh, that's the wrong button. Where is it? Oh god.
It's your world and I'm just a squirrel. Squirrel facts.
Your hottest raccoon facts here, actually about mice
And their underwear.
and their pants. Yes. So that's what I had for games. As I said, it's gonna the game section is gonna feel like a little bit of a slapdash thing as I currently just try different things and see how they feel and how they go over and how I can actually work with them. If you like something or enjoyed something, let me know. If you have ideas of the way you want game shows to go, let me know. Volume 2 is all about more stuff for you and interaction with you guys. So interact, and we'll make some more fun games for you.
Awesome shit. I love it. I love it. I love all of those ideas.
Yep. On that note, I'm going to go into the emails.
Time for some cocktail-infused communications.
dkgWELP.
Email.
Now!
We're just going to cut emails in volume 2 at this point. You got a fucking email? I don't have a fucking email, no. So on that note, that is where we will end the show.
Wrap up this version of the show. Yeah. No, so like I said, things will be seemingly rough, but I'm actually having a lot of fun. I like trying new bits. I like trying new things. I love seeing how you guys react to them. So it's definitely fun. I'm going to just go ahead and say it because it's part of the outro. If you also want to send us an email, you can do so by sending it to emails@dkgtv.com or podcast@dkgtv.com. If you're figuring it out, anything you say at dkgtv.com, you can send your emails there. If you would like to join the Discord and give us news stories and things to talk about during the week, you can do that. It will be in the show notes if you are a podcast listener. It'll be in the live chat if you're in the live chat. And if you're on YouTube, you know where it is. It's down below. Leave a like, leave a listen, leave a subscribe, tell a friend, tell somebody you hate. Do all those things. And if anything, if at all, leave a comment. That's all we ask. Just a little comment. It is so helpful. It is so good.
I'm completely stealing the idea from someone else, but I'll read all 5-star comments you put on the fucking webpage. If anything you want, completely verbatim, put on the comments.
It doesn't even have to be a 5-star comment. Like, if you comment at this point, period, on a YouTube video or in a podcatcher, let us know, and we will go and we will read them, and we will praise you, and we will love you, and we will do things for you. Other than that, that's been the show. Join us every week, or mostly currently, on twitch.tv/drunkkidsgaming. You can follow us on Twitter. Twitter handles are in the respective show notes. Other than that, have a good, enjoyable weekend. If you live in an area where there is a pride party happening, go party.
Bye. Just gonna use this one. It's better. It's goodbye. Sweet baby Jesus, that worked.